Zods, we are gonna talk about Black Bolt and White Flare today. Specifically, the question is, which product should you be getting? Because there's always a range of products, and these different products perform differently. So this video will show you that it could be different depending on whether you're more of an investor or you're more of a collector, or even if you're somewhere in between. Again, this is just my view. Take it as you. Whatever you make of it, and yeah, let's get started. But first, let's recap on the two sets. It's a dual set that's going to be forming Scarlet and Violet 10.5, but they're first going to be released in Japan. It's called Black Bolt featuring Zekrom and White Flare featuring Reshiram, and then it's going to form part of the English set, which is SV 10.5 Black Bolt / White Flare. It's a dual set. It's the first time the Japanese set name is the same as the English set name, and what we've seen so far is the theme is going to be based on the 156 Unova Pokemons, which is Generation 5, and there will be some exclusive products featuring Zekrom, Reshiram, and Victini. So if these are your favorite Pokemons, then lucky you. For me, I'm more of a Gen 1, Gen 2 collector, so not really familiar with these Pokemons, but I think Zekrom and Reshiram are cool. Here's some details of the set. Launches on July 18th. This is referring to the English. The Japanese set releases in June. Okay, will feature 156 Unova Pokemons, and it's actually going to be split across. So cards that you can get in the Black Bolt products, you may not get those cards in the White Flare, and vice versa. Okay, and it's a specialty set, so there's no booster boxes. You can only expect Elite Trainer boxes, binder collections, poster collections, and other collection boxes, but not booster boxes. Okay, and there will also be black, white, red cards, which I think I've shown in the previous video. It's just completely just black tone cards and white tone cards, and I think Victini, you have to play a game, it's a red tone card. Monochromatic cards. Just interesting, depends on whether you enjoy it. I'm still on the fence on that. I'll see how it goes. Okay, no mention. Well, there is Pokemon Center ETBs already, so this is a bit outdated. It has been sold on Pokemon Center. Was obviously a very almost a struggle and as a disaster, because locally you can't get them unless you're in the US or UK, otherwise it's impossible to get them because of this payment issues. But anyways, let's move on. Expansion. Each expansion will include 3 different parallel foil sets. So it's either the rainbow Pokeball or the Master Ball pattern shimmering across the cards. So this is the horizontal foil patterns that you've seen in the black and white era sets. So they're bringing that back now, so it's different from other foil patterns in Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield. So that's quite cool. And yeah, even some nostalgic foil patterns and basic energy cards. Yeah, featuring the black and white series. Yep. Q, and then these are the artworks on the packs. So for the Black Bolt, you just get one single pack art, White Flare, Reshiram. And this is what they've mentioned, that there's going to be, one illustration rare or special illustration rare for each Unova Pokemon. So 156 Pokemons in the Unova set. You will either get an illustration rare or a special illustration rare. So it's a very big set where you're going to get illustration rares for every single Pokemon, at least, and special illustration rare for some. That's quite cool. And you're also going to get special illustration rare Spojo cards. So looking forward to see those cards. Based on the artworks that's revealed so far, I'm quite positive about this set. I did a ranking of Scarlet and Violet sets in the previous video, and I think this set, just based on the information we have thus far, is at least an A-tier set. Okay, set description. This is what you can expect to get in each of the sets. Okay, so there's going to be this is a split set, so there's going to be over 170 cards for the Black Bolt set and over 170 cards for the white flare. Obviously there's going to be way more than that because of the different holo patterns. But anyways, let's carry on. More than 65 illustration rare cards and on the black bolt, and more than 70 illustration rare cards on the white flare. Now you can see if you just look at the base numbers, 135, so it's going to be more than that. Okay, more than 5 special illustration rare cards, more than 5 special illustration cards. Okay, so if you take 65 plus 5, which is 70, and then you plus the 75, that's 145. But there's 156 Unova Pokemons, so there's definitely more. Just based on these numbers, it seems that there's going to be more in white flare compared to black bolt. But yeah, it's interesting to see. First time there's so many illustration rares and special illustration rares. Well, perhaps not so much of a special illustration rare, because in prismatic evolutions we have 32, and I don't think there's going to be more than 20 just based on these numbers. It says more than 5. They probably chose 5 for specific examples because it's not going to be much more than 5. You know, otherwise they would have said more than 10. So I'm assuming it's going to be less than 10 each. Otherwise, why would they say more than 5, right? So the cap would probably be 20 special illustration records. That's my expectation. And so it's probably going to be somewhere, you know, maybe 7 over here or 8. Who knows? But it's going to be less than 20 special illustration rare Pokemons. But nonetheless, there's going to be tons of cards to collect. I believe there's over 800 cards. Anyways, let's focus on products, which is the main topic of today's discussion. We're going to talk about the products in this set. We have Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box, which is $59.99, and this was on sale on Pokemon Center website. It was sold on eBay straight after for crazy prices, so don't get those at market price. I mean there's a high likely chance you get it again close to MSRP once the restock happens. Okay, so what you can expect in the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box is 11 booster packs for the Black Bolt, and similarly for the White Flare you get 11 booster box for the White Flare. Okay, you get a full art featuring Thunderos, which is not really a great artwork, and it's not really a popular Pokemon. I mean, they should have just used Zekrom, you know, as the promo card, and White Flare they should have used Reshiram. Instead, they used Thunderos for Black Bolt, and I think Landuros Tornados for the White Flare. Okay, so that's typically what you expect on Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, is that you get the promo card, normal promo card, plus a promo card with a Pokemon Center stamp. So if you can pick this up on the Pokemon Center at MSRP, I think it will be a good deal. Definitely not the market prices, which is I believe it was $200 something. So not a good idea to get those at that price, because there's going to be tons of supply. I think this time they were available for several hours, so lots of supply. I'll probably get them if I can get them at MSRP, but for now I'm going to skip them. And then we have the normal ETBs. MSRP $49.99. You get the White Flare design and the Black Bolt design. Very beautiful designs, and promo cards, as I said, Tornados and Thunderos, not really good artworks. The Thunderos has a better artwork. So I'm definitely, if you're a collector or an investor, definitely this is one product that I would get. Personally, I'm gonna apply most of my allocation towards ETBs. I think it's generally the better item to get, but let's go through the others and I'll give you my views on whether it's applicable for you if you're an investor or a collector. So let's look at the other products. Okay, so we have binder collection. We've seen this already. You got the binder, and then you get 5 booster packs, and it's split between the Black Bolt and White Flare. So if you choose the binder collection for the Black Bolt, you get the Zekrom binder with the 5 Black Bolt booster packs. Similarly, on the white flare, you get the Reshiram binder with the 5 Reshiram packs. So generally, this product is more for the collectors because you don't really get many packs. So the cost per pack is more expensive on here. Now, if you're a collector and you just want to open packs, generally not a good idea. Not necessarily a bad idea, but you don't want to get many of these because what can you do with so many binders, right? You probably might get one just so you can have the binder and then get other products that are cheaper on a cost per pack basis. You used to get a poster collection, but you probably only need one poster. You don't really need multiple posters. This one is a bit interesting. I think in the Prismatic Evolutions poster collection, you only get 3 packs, but here you get 4 packs with 3 promo cards. So featuring the starters of Gen 5, and, not really popular. And what we have is also the money tins. So this is generally the product that has the cheapest cost per pack. So if you're looking to open tons of packs, this is probably what you want to go for. There might be booster bundles that comes out a bit later, and that would probably even be better. So if you go 94 divided by 6, 449. Okay, and if you look at mini tins, 999 divided by 2, 499. So booster bundles will probably be the cheapest option if you just want to open packs. For mini tins, you probably get a card, a card art, and then a coin, but those are generally worthless. And then you have Black Bolt Tech Sticker Collection. Again, you get 3 packs on that, but not really great from a pack cost perspective. Many tins and in terms of many tins and booster bundles, you probably get the lowest cost per pack. So if you're a collector and you just want to open packs, you probably want to go for these products. And looking at the price of MSRP, obviously, and assuming you can get this at MSRP. And based on locally, I think annotations are a bit better this time. So yeah, I think there's a high chance for you to get it at MSRP. But it depends on the hype. I mean, there might be scalpers again, and then it's difficult to get products at MSRP. And then market price wise, we are not sure how that would plan out. And then the Victini illustration collection box, this only has, I believe, 4 packs. So this is more for investor perspective, because if you see it, we're at $5.49. So this is really more of a collector item. So here comes my take on this. If you are more of a collector and you just want to open packs, you probably want to go for more booster bundles and mini tins, and then maybe just get one of each just so you can get the cards, or just buy them aftermarket. Just buy the singles. You don't need to get the full product. Wait for the product to launch, wait a couple of weeks, prices will drop a lot, and then pick up the singles straight from the market. Don't buy these products at MSRP just so they can throw away the other accessories and just get your packs. If you're an investor, I would focus on ETBs, and that's my main focus. ETBs, if you want to feel a bit more adventurous, maybe get some binder collection and this Victini illustration collection. Why this binder collection? It's a really riskier play, because if you look at the 151 binder collection, it's quite crazy. That binder collection, if you look over here, let's see this. The binder collection, $130 for 5 packs. And if you click on it, this is somewhat interesting. This is obviously on TCG Player. You could also check on other platforms, but just the binder itself is $33. But locally, you know what, I could get it for much cheaper. So if someone just takes up the binder, they effectively saying the packs are worth close to $100 for 5 packs. But that's not the case for the single packs. Single packs probably go for $10 each. So why is this product so sought after? And it's probably, again, market, based on the market. If this product is sealed, that's where the product, that's where the value is. Once you open it and take out the individual pieces, they are not even close to the 130. They're probably worth less than half if you break up the box. So this is an interesting take. It's a riskier play, because if you look at Prismatic Evolutions, it's only $65. And it makes sense because there's only 5 packs inside, and each pack is like $12. So the binder itself is not really valuable, and it will not go up in value a lot over time. So riskier play, if you want to risk that and think this would end up like a 151 scenario, whereas in other scenarios, what the binder is really just not worth a lot, you can go with that. And then the Victini illustration box, it's debatable whether you think this artwork could do well. I think it's decent, not great. It reminds me of Charlotte Fable, Kindra, and Greninja, but artwork wise not as great. But nonetheless, it's an illustration rare, so I'm probably going to pick some of this up once it comes out. I'm more of a somewhere in between. I'm not a pure collector and not a pure investor. I'm somewhere in between. But so far I haven't seen an artwork that I want to collect, because I'm not familiar with Gen 5 Pokemons. So this is probably one product I would get besides from the ETBs. And maybe I'll open some packs, so I'll get some mini tins and booster binders. But I'll probably skip this binder. Pick this binder, this poster collection, and the sticker collection. That's just really my take. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Catch you next one.